Thank you. Okay, so we are going to the eighth one. Which of the following has the highest file size? Okay, now extension does not involve in the size. It doesn't matter what is the file extension is. So regardless of the doc, GIF, JPG, TXT, EXE, or like any other, we only need to think about the unit. So here it says 1 megabyte, 700 bytes, 912 kilobytes, 1024 bytes. So as we know, bit is the smallest one, right? So 8 bits will give you what? 1 byte. And then 1024 bytes will give you 1 kilobyte. Then after it's all 1024s. So when you are going kilobytes to megabyte, it says 1024 kilobytes. From megabyte to gigabyte, again 1024 megabytes. From gigabyte to terabyte, again 1024 gigabytes is equal to the terabytes. So 1024 terabytes is equal to the petabytes. So likewise. So as a unit, MB is larger than KB, GB is larger than MB, TB is larger than GB, and PB is larger than TB. Right, so here, what they are saying is 1 megabyte. So it is over here, that means 1024 kilobytes. So 700 bytes, no, disqualified because it is less than a kilobyte. 912 kilobyte, still it is less than 1 megabyte because 1 megabyte means 1024 kilobytes. So this is not 1024 bytes. So this means 1 kilobyte. So here it says 1 megabyte. So therefore the first one is going to be the answer. Right, let me check the answers as well. 8, yeah, it is 1. Okay, people, did you got that? Right, okay. Then the 14th. Yes. The 14th, it says the formula equals sum A2 colon B2 is written in cell C2. Okay, so A2 colon B2 is written in cell C2. Now cell C2 means this. This is where they have written this formula. Which of the following will be written in cell C3 if the formula C2 is copied to cell C3? So cell C3 means this. And you know, since when we are copying along a column එකක් දිගේ උඩට පහළට copy කරනකොට when we are copying it down, the component that's going to change is the row header. So when we are copying down, row header will be increased. When we are copying up, row header will be decreased. For column headers, that means the letter, which is A, B, C, D, will not get changed because it is copying along a one particular column, right? So simply A and B of in this formula, A and B will not be changed, right? But the number 2 will become number 3. So it is going to be equal sum A3 colon B3, which is going to be the fourth answer. Right. So let me check the 14th. Yeah, 14th is the fourth answer. And 15th, Consider the following statements related to the electronic presentation software. Yeah, this is a little bit tricky one. Control M key. So what they are saying is true. The shortcut key combination Control M can be used to insert a new slide to a presentation. Yeah. So new slide will be inserted using the Control M. Right. So it is true. As well as the next one. Control N can be used to create a new presentation. Like not only the new presentation, Control N will be used to create new document in any type of software in the Office package, right? So it is true. So both A are B correct, right? 15th. Yeah, it is the third answer. Right, moving to the 22nd. You can disturb me if you got any problems, right? That doesn't matter. 22nd. The following pseudocode is used to select candidate based on age, height, and weight to call for an interview for a certain job. Yeah. Now, this question says how to declare how to declare more than one condition inside a one particular condition box or a one particular condition statement. Now, when you are doing this, they use this and or keywords, right? So and key, when you use and keyword, both the operands means should give the true value to become the final answer as a true, right? So that means api and close එකක් පාවිච්චි කරොත්, like assume this is a condition 1, then and this is condition 2. So let's say simple one, x larger than 5 and x less than 10. So this entire condition will provide you true if only this is true and this is true, like an AND gate. Made true and true unama tamai final answer එක true වෙන්නේ, right? And if you use or instead, then any one of the condition, right? If either the condition, one of the condition is true, this is going to produce you to true, right? So that is the basic. And here what they are asking is, there are two candidates like Sumit and Raju have the following values of age, who will be qualified for interview. So to qualify interview, all the conditions should be satisfied, as they say, right? So let's go from the beginning. So there are like, if there are two conditions in the brackets which are connected with the and there are brackets, and again and keyword there, and there are brackets, again two conditions are inside. So since brackets are there, brackets should be solved first. So you can go for any bracket since they are in the same level. So the first one says age larger than 21 and age less than 40. So since they have used and to produce a true from this bracket, both the operands should be true. So age larger than 21, that means larger than or equal 21, that means starting from 21 going forward until 40, right? So this condition means it should be larger than 21 or equal and less than 40 or equal. So if you take Sumit, Sumit's age is 26, so he qualifies. And if you take Raju, Raju age is 33, so he qualified too from that particular bracket. Then the next bracket about the height, and it says height larger than or equal 155 or weight larger than or equal 55. So to produce true, any of the conditions should be a true. So Sumit, height is 157. So this means height is larger than 155 is satisfied. So Sumit is qualified, right? Because one of the operands are true means the entire bracket will give you a true because they use O. And Raju 154, so the first condition disqualifies him. Let's take a look at the second condition. Weight larger than 55. And Sumit, it is having 54 as well. So in both the cases, he disqualified. So this bracket, this big bracket, will give false on Raju, but true on Sumit. So for Sumit, the first bracket will give you true and the second bracket is giving true. So true and true will give the true. So Sumit is qualifies. And for Raju, first bracket gives you true, but the second bracket is not giving you the true. So true and false will provide false. So Raju is disqualified. So the answer is going to be Sumit only. Hari, Terunada. Right, great. How about others? Okay. So the answer for the 22nd, let's check. Yeah, it is 1. Right, the 28th. Consider the following two control structures, A and B. Which of the following, hold on. They have given you the do until and do, yeah. This is something out of syllabus, people, so don't bother about it. Right, take all correct. Right. Let me confirm that whether you are not having those things in your books. Let me confirm that. You got repeat until, you got while, yes, Bino, I will discuss the 18th. Don't worry. No, not even in Pascal. If he's there, the different case is there. In the repetition, for do is there. while do is there, repeat until is there. That's all. Yeah, so you don't need to bother. Confirmed. Right, so you can take all correct for the 28th. The 18th, as Binu says, let's go and see the 18th. Which of the following is correct about the relationship in a relational database? Yeah, this was tricky. So like when it comes to a relationship in a relational database, it is discussing about a relationship between two tables, right? So you can have, as an example, you can have student table. It will have its ID as its primary key, then name and CID to indicate which class in this student is. And there will be the class table which has CID as the primary key, and let's say name is there, CNAME. So these two columns, so primary key of the class table, and when we are writing it over here, this becomes the foreign key, so it establishes the connection. So to establish the connection, we need two columns, two separate columns which are equal to each other in two different tables. That will make the relationship. But when we refer to the relationship, it refers as the association between two tables, or the relationship is an association between two tables is going to be the correct answer. Right? සමහර අය ගියා two columns කියන එකට මාත් first time මේක ගැන බලනකොට ගියේ two columns කියන එකත් හරි කියලා, but like most suitable one is going to be the third one. Right? Let me check the answer. 18th. Yeah, it's the third one. Got it, Bino? Right. Okay. So we are moving to the 31st. We discussed the 28th is going to be the old. So the 31st. Yeah, here it says, consider the following incomplete sentence. Blank is one of the main stages in the system development life cycle. Which of the following is most suitable to fill the blank in the above statement? So if we take SDLC, so what will be there? So the very first one as requirement analysis, not analysis, identification. Requirement identification, right? Then what we are going to do is we are going to analyze the system, right? Analysis. So as the third one, we are going to design the system, right? So as the fourth one, we are going to implement or develop the system. So as the fifth one, we are going to test the system. So the sixth one, we are going to deploy or implement the system. And as the seventh one, we are going to maintain the system, right? So let me check whether your book has given any extra stages. Yeah, identification of requirements, designing, coding, testing, deployment, maintenance. Was it 6? We got 7. What did they miss? Yeah, so like the analyze and the identification, everything goes with the first one in the book. So it's better you remember these 6, right? So these 2 are taken as 1 in your syllabus, right? So requirement identification, analyze, design, develop, test, deploy, and maintain. So in the 31st, right? In 31st, they are asking, is one of the main stages in the system development life cycle, which of the following is most suitable? So conducting interviews happens under the requirement identification. So it is not a major step. It is a thing that we are going to carry out in the requirement identification. Code testing and debugging. So that's directly comes with this. Collecting test data, again, it is goes with the subtopic of the requirement identification. Writing the user manual, it is something we are doing when we are like developing as well as maintenance, right? So writing the user manual is one of the tasks, but code testing, it is directly saying the testing stage. So you are going to go with the second one as the answer, testing and debugging. Right. So 32nd, after automating the existing manual student administration system of your school office, a direct implementation instead of parallel implementation has been proposed. Which one of the following is correct about direct implementation? So what is direct implementation? We are just taking out the old system and replacing it with the new system. So like from the day that you have implement the new system or deploy the new system, you can use the new system, but the old system is taken away. So the advantage is you can use the new system from the very first day. The disadvantage is if your new system lead to some error, you don't have any backup plans. You have to deploy the old system from the beginning, right? So it is asking the correct, which one of the following is correct about the direct implementation. So a higher cost is involved in direct implementation than in parallel implementation. Comparatively, parallel implementation costs you more because you have to have the old system and the new system running together for a certain amount of period. So you have to bear the cost on behalf of the old and the new, both. But when it comes to the direct, it's just the new system that you need to remember, that you need to cost or that you need to spend. So the first one can be taken as an incorrect one. The second one says more manpower is required in direct implementation than in parallel implementation. Again, parallel implementation comparatively takes more manpower because there are 2 systems to maintain. So again, it is wrong. It is difficult to go back to the manual system when problems are encountered in automated system. Yes, that is a correct one. That is the disadvantage of the direct implementation as well. So the final one says direct implementation need more physical space in a school office than a parallel implementation. No, they required the same. The new systems are requiring the same capacity. It doesn't matter in which implementation method that we are going to do. So it is incorrect. So the third one can be taken as the answer. Right. Okay, people, is it clear so far? Just confirm me. Right, great. Okay, so moving forward. 34th. Yeah. Consider the following statement regarding multimedia animation. Yes. Flash is a software used for animation. Yes, it is. Right? Flash one of the best tool we are having, and it can do many different things, and many advanced things using the Flash, like unlike Jito. Jito is a basic software, right? But Flash is something advanced. So the first one is correct. They are asking for the correct statements. You can draw and edit an object on one layer without affecting object on another layer. Yes, in the animation software as well as in the graphic editing software, we can find the layers, right? So we can have the layers without affecting each other. In the timeline, you work with frames and keyframes to maintain the order of appearance of the object. Yeah, so frames and keyframes are the components that help us to manage the appearance of the objects, right? So all are correct, all A, B, and C. Let me check the answer, 34. Yeah, 4. Fourth one is the answer. Yes, then the 35th. Consider the following statement regarding the World Wide Web. Web page are written in HTML. Definitely, it's correct. www is a system of interlinked hypertext document accessed through the internet. It is, because website is made out of web pages. Web pages are made out of HTML. So it's hypertext document, in other words, we say. So how www is formed, the World Wide Web? It is because of these websites. So web pages will create a website. Websites together will create the www. So the second one can be taken as the correct answer. A website consists of a collection of web pages. It is, again, all A, B, and C is the correct answer. And 36th, consider the following HTML segment. So it is talking about two HTML tags are there, body is there, and H2 tag is there, and it says 3 subjects, and OL is there to indicate ordered list. Type is equals to 1, so it should be 1, 2, 3, 4 list. And list item mathematics, yeah, the list item is the other closing bracket is missing, but they have given 4 answers. They haven't given any error or anything, so we have to go with that. So heading should be bigger, therefore the second one is gone, and type should be 1, 2, 3, so the first one is gone as well, and fourth one is gone because of the header, so the answer is going to be the third one. Right, so let me check. 36th, yeah, answer is 3. 37. Which of the following statement is true regarding telemedicine? Right, so telemedicine, we know it is a procedure where the health services are being provided in a remote manner. Right, remote manner means like doctor is in one place and the patient or the other group is in another place. Right, so the internet or other network system are used to maintain the connection between doctor and patient. Yes, that is correct. Are they asking about the correct one? Yeah, what are the true things? Yeah, now A is correct. Patient in local medical institution with network connection could be remotely examined by specialist doctors residing in the distance location. Yeah, and it is happens with the telemedicine as well. Telemedicine could be used to improve the efficiency of clinical medical health education, administrative and research activities. Yeah, so now that's something we have to think, right? Telemedicine could be used to improve efficiency of clinical medical. Yeah, it will improve the efficiency, right? Because everything is connected. You don't need to like uh, like what visit to some particular person or institution and take the things. Otherwise, you can. Other than that, you can have the connection between the institutions as well as the personals in a very effective manner, right? So all A, B, and C is going to be the answer. 37th, yes, it's the fourth one is the answer. So the 38th, which of the following can be considered as transactions that can be performed using the internet? Okay, so transaction using the internet. Placing an order to send gift item to friends. Yeah, we can place an order like using an online store, right? And part B, requesting to reserve accommodation for a holiday. Yeah, that can be done again because there are hotel sites, so we can go there and request and see whether those days are uh, like what available to spend the holiday, and we can do the pencil booking and all these things. Placing an order for preferred dress after a fit on, that is where the statement breaks. After a fit on, no, we can't do the fit on when we are buying things in the internet. So it is wrong. So the answer is going to be A and B. So for 38, it is going to be the first one. Yes, A and B. So the final one, 39, which of the following can be potential source of computer viruses? Pirated software, scanner, shared flash drive. So pirated software, yes, it is, because we don't know when the pirated software, there is no guarantee when the pirated softwares are being downloaded or being transferred from one to another, that there is a virus or not, right? It's a guess that we can get, but there are like not every pirated software is having a malware, but malware can be found in the pirated softwares. And the scanner, it won't allow you to take, because scanning means you are having a still image, or with the modern technology we can have 3D images as well, but somehow we are going to take an image of it. It's like taking a photo, like metan the photo on a computer, right? So scanner will not help to insert or like input any malware kind of things. Shared flash drive, yes, again it can be a one bad reason to have the viruses in your computer. So it's going to be A and C. So 39, yeah, the second one is the answer. Yeah, Lalindi, H1 to H6, yes, size of the letters are being decreased. So yeah, that's all. No one has asked me to discuss the 40th. So that will be all for the first paper. Let's move to the second paper. So people have how many out of 40? Right. Meanwhile, I'm moving to the second. Right. Just a second, people. Just a second. Okay. So, people, just give me the confirmation. Is it clear in the first paper? Do you got anything else to discuss regarding the first paper? All right, great. Okay. Right. Let's talk about the second paper then. Now it says Lakmal travels around the country to sell computer parts and accessories. After each sale, he enters the sales details into his tablet computer using touchscreen. At the end of the day, he views the total sales details. What is the input device, output device used by the Lakmal, which is a very easy one, neither. So they are talking about input devices. So input devices, I'm going to underline by the red color. So Lakmal travels around the country to sell computer parts and accessories. After each sale, he enters the sales detail into his tablet computer. So tablet computer is going to be an input device. Oh, hold on, not the tablet computer. The tablet computer using the touch screen. Touch screen is going to be an input device. And at the end of the day, he views the total sales details. And output device is also going to be the touch screen, right? So this or the screen, right? So input device is going to be the touch screen, and the output device is also going to be the touch screen, right? So both the answers are going with the touch screen. Let me check the marking scheme. Yeah, it's the same with the touch screen and again the touch screen, right? Or this or just the screen. Second one, copy the column A and column B to your answer sheet and connect the each item in column A with related item in column B. Yes. So service of internet and web browser and email software search engine in the column A. So service of internet, World Wide Web. It is one of the services. And what are the other services we have got? We have email services, we have FTP services, file transfer protocol, right? So those kind of services are there. Web browser, Mozilla Firefox. Some may like mixing this up with the Google. Google is a search engine. So email software, even though we don't know about this round cube webmail, we know the Google is going to be a search engine. So email is going to be a round cube webmail, right? So it should be like this. So if I, for your easiness, if I tell 1, 2, 3, 4 for here and A, B, C, D for here. So 1 is having C, 2 is having A, 3 is having D, and 4 is having B. right? So let's say the marking scheme. Yeah, it goes the same way. Right. So in the third one, the following table contains description of three different network types denoted as A, B, and C. Select the most suitable network type for A, B, C, and C from the following list. Yeah. Two or more computers directly linked with a small, well-defined area such as a school computer lab. So that gives you local area network, the LAN. A network that connects user across the large distance such as between Colombo and New York. So it is a very huge geographical area. So it is WAN, wide area network. A network that links together branches of bank within a city. So it is a MAN, metropolitan area network. So those are going to be the answers for the third one. Moving to the fourth. To get qualified for a award, student in a class must satisfy both the following conditions. So the first condition, must have marks larger than 75 in subject 1, and second condition, must have marks larger than 75 either subject 2 or 3. The Boolean variables x, y, and z defines the following, right? So x is true if student is larger than 75, and marks for subject 1. Y is true if student has 75 marks for the subject 2, and Z is true if student has 75% marks for subject 3. Write down the Boolean expression using variables x, y, and z to represent overall condition that a student must satisfy to qualify for the award. So x is true means x bar is going to be the false. Y bar is going to be the false. Z bar is going to be the false. And again, in the condition they say, condition 1 is must have marks for 75% in subject 1. So X is a must, right? So subject 1 belongs to X, so X is a must. And must have 75% in either subject 2 or 3. So Y O Z with X, right? So this is going to give you the Boolean expression, right? Write down the Boolean expression x and y or z, or in other words, x plus y dot z. Is it clear? I'm sorry. Other way around. X dot y plus z. Are we clear? Yes, okay. So then they are asking you to draw a logic circuit equivalent to the Boolean expression in above. So it is easy. There are 3 lines, which is x, y, and z. So when we are drawing the circuits, first we refer to the brackets. So y plus z should be made first. So y plus z is done. So the bracket is done. So coming out from the bracket, then x, and the output of this should go through a AND gate. Okay. Right, so this is going to be your circuit. Let's check it from the marking scheme as well. Yeah, yes, so this is what they say as the marking. So 2 marks will be given if both are correct, 1 mark for each. So the next question, yeah, the fifth one is talking about convert the hexadecimal number A7B16 into its equivalent binary number. Show your computation. So there are many ways that you can do this. The easiest way is converting hexa into binary in a straight away. So how we are going to convert A7B16? So we are going to write each and every component as a 4-bit binary value. Right, so this is going to be 4 bits. And the place values are going to be 1, 2, 4, and 8. Here it is again 1, 2, 4, and 8. 1, 2, 4, and 8. And A means 10, B means 11, represented in hexadecimal value. So how we are going to represent the 10, 8 plus 2. Others are 0. 7, 4 plus 2 plus 1. This is 0. 11, 8 plus 2 plus 1. This is 0. So the binary number is going to form is 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Yeah, this is going to be your answer. So if someone finds this is hard, actually this is not hard, you can convert it to the decimal and reconvert it into the this particular type, the binary, right? But this is easy and this is clear cut. Right. In the sixth one, it says encoding schemes are used to represent characters and symbols with computers with 2 different encoding schemes. I don't think encoding schemes are there in your syllabus now. Hold on, let me refer the marking scheme. Okay, they have given it in a different manner, like data representation. Geetaka, yes, no problem, Geetaka. You can leave. You said you have a seminar on today, right? No problem, no problem. Right. So encoding schemes, in other words, they are referring to the data representation methods, right? So there are 4. We got BCD, we got EBCDIC, we got Unicodes, we got ASCII, right? So you can have any one of those. They are missing the BCD here. Let me check why they have left that. Just a second, people. No, even BCD can be taken. There is no limitations regarding that. Right, so you can take BCE, like any two of these things, BCD, Unicode, ASCII, and EBCDIC. Right, any two. Right, any two of these things will give you the marks, 2 marks. So the seventh one lists two kinds of input devices that allow us to input digital images directly into a computer. Yeah, so we can use a scanner, right? And we can use a webcam, right? Or a CCTV, like digital camera, right? A smartphone with a cam, right? So you can go with any of those. Right. Then the second one is asking list two kinds of data storage media that can be used to exchange data or program between two users. So you can use external hard disk, flash drives, micro SD cards, right? CDs, DVDs, and all these things. Yeah. So here it says, right? You can give 1 mark for any of those. Right. So moving to the 8th question. The following image shows a part of frequently used toolbars for a certain image editing software. Write down the functions performed by each of the tool, label A to E. So A is the lasso tool. So it allows you to like select as you want, right? And B is the move tool. So move tool in your syllabus, the move tool indicates like this. So I'm going to give marks for the B, and C, it's the clone stamp or the stamp tool. And the D is actually, it is gradient, right? And E is the text tool. Right, so in your syllabus you got an A. So what I'm going to do is, if you have the correct answers for A, C, and D, you can take 2 marks, right? Because those three are there in your syllabus, but these symbols are different. So for B and E, I'm going to give marks for you, right? So if A, C, D is correct, take 2 marks. If 1 is incorrect, take 1.5. If 2 is incorrect, take 0.5. Right. Okay, people, just give me a confirmation. Is it clear so far? All right, great. So the 9th question, consider the following pseudocode segment. What are the values of sum and num when the execution of while loop is completed? So we have to do a dry run or a hand trace. right? So let's start. Let's have some room here. So I'm starting from here. Sum is 0, num is 10. So from these two, we recognize that. So then the while, it says num is larger than or equal to 0. Num is larger than 0. So it says sum should be added with num. So 0 plus 10 and assign it to sum again. Right, so it will become 10. And in the next line, it says reduce 2 by num. So this will become 8. That since the next line is the end while, we just go to the condition and check whether the condition is true still. So condition is true still because num is larger than 0. So sum will be added with the num. So this will become 18. This will reduce by 2. It will become 6. Still it is larger than 0, the num. So 18 plus 6 is going to happen 24. This will reduce by 2. So it will become 4. And it's still 4 is larger than 0. So sum and num will added to 28. And this will reduce by 2. And still it is larger than 0. So 28 plus 2 will be added. So 30. So reduced by 2. So it is 0. It is not larger than 0, but it is equal. So it continues again. 30 plus 0 is going to give you 30 again. And 0 plus minus 2 is going to give you minus 2. So the sum is going to be 30. Num is going to be minus 2. Let me check. Yeah, as it says 30 and minus 2. Right, so 1 mark for that. No, 2 marks. 2 marks for that. For 1 mark for sum, 1 mark for num. The last question of the first question, write down the suitable phrase from the list given below to fill each blank in the following statement A and B. The physical pains that occurs as a result of involving in the same task for long period of time are called. So the same task for a long period means repetitive things. So you can have repetitive stress injuries, RSI. So this is going to become the answer for simple A. The condition of eyes, so it is about the vision, such as dry eyes, blurred vision, and double vision resulting from computer vision syndrome. So this is the answer for B. Right. So A, it is repetitive stress injuries. B is going to be the computer vision syndrome. Carpal tunnel syndrome is what? Uh, the condition that is happen around the wrist, right? So it gets swelled, and sometimes you will feel like right? So those kind of things. So let's see the marking scheme. Yeah, RSI and CBS. Yeah, so the first question is done. Just mark how many out of 20. And people, just excuse me for a moment. Hello. Right, so moving forward, let's quickly go through the second one. Hold on, I need to take the paper. Yeah, second one, the following worksheet in a spreadsheet software provides a sample of information to process monthly payment for October for casual employee in a company, right? So the columns are there, employee number, employee name, daily rate is there. So what is the amount that is paying daily, and attendance in October. So 23, it is in days, 23, 23, 21 likewise. So monthly payment to be calculated, bonus to be calculated, bonus rate is given 10%. Right, okay, so let's see what they are asking. So they are asking the very first time, oh, not here, not here, not here. Right, over there. Oh, yes, it should be there. Oh, yes, yes, yes. It says monthly payment for an employee is calculated by multiplying the daily rate by the attendance in the month, right? The necessary formula, which should be written in cell E2 to display the monthly payment of the employee with employee number E001 for the month of October. So, yeah. So they are asking the monthly payment of E001 for the month of October should be written over here. So the details that is going to refer is this and this, the daily rate, which is in the C2, and the attendance, which is in the D2. So the first one's answer should be equals C2 multiplied by D2. So that is going to be the answer for the first one. And the second part, yeah, it is asking the steps necessary to calculate the monthly payment for the October for the rest of the employees are given below. Select the correct terms for the label A to E from list given below. Yes. Select cell. Now the answer is in the E2. So what we simply do is we select this particular cell, and using the what? The fill handle of this cell, we click it and drag it until where? Until this particular cell. So we copy it from E3 to E151, right? So that those are the things in there. So let's see how to manage those things. Select cell E2, so A is E2. Click on icon for copy. Oh yeah, here they have not used the fill handle. So then click on icon for copy. So B is going to be copy. Select the range. Yeah, select the range from where E3, C is going to be E3 to E151. May then amaru karala iwat prashnayak naha. It's going to be the same way. Click on the icon, paste. So this is going to be it. E2 copy, E3 E151 paste. Let me check the answers. Yeah, E2 copy, E3 E151 paste. So they have given 2 marks for the first part and 5 marks for the second part, right? And yeah, I have think the fourth one is taking 1 mark if you attempt it, right? So let's see about the third one. A monthly bonus is paid to all employees. The bonus rate for October is given in cell G2. The amount of bonus is calculated by multiplying the monthly payment by the bonus rate. Write down the formula to display the bonus in cell F2 for the employee with employee number E001, assuming that this formula will be copied to other cells to calculate the bonus for all the employees. Yeah. So what they are saying is they are asking us to write the formula for this particular cell using the value that you have gained right over here, as well as the bonus rate in here. And again, they are saying this is to be copied to the other ranges as well. So why they are saying it? Because this bonus rate is going to be a fixed place and it should not be changed when we are copying it to the downwards, right? So the third answer, like now, the way we are going to write it is monthly payment is into bonus rate. So monthly payment is E2 and it should be multiplied by the bonus rate G2. That's what's going to be there in the F2 column. But since they are talking, since they are telling it is to be copied to the rest of the cells, so in the F3 column, it should be E3 into G2. So to have that nature, that means 2 will become 3, but this is going to be stay as it is, right? To do this, we have to write the correct formula like this: E2 star. Since you are copying along the column, hello. Right. So the final answer should be E2 comes as E2. G2 should not be changed and it is copied along a column downwards. So it's the row header component that is going to change. So the best answer is G$2. Make තමයි හරියටම ලියවෙන්න ඕන answer එක. But still you can have an answer like this as well. E2 star $G$2. This answer can also be given the mark, right? So these are the answers. One of these is the answer for the part 3. Let's check the one. Yes, E2 star G$2 O equal E2 star $G$2. Right. Okay, so moving to the last part very quickly, so we can done with that question. So write down the formula in F3. When the formula written in 3 above is copied to cell F3 to calculate the bonus for employee with employee number E002. Yeah, so simply what they are asking is what should be the formula right over here when it is being copied. So it is easy. So E2 will become E3 and $$G$2 or you can write it as the above, the first one, E3 star G$2, right? So that is going to be the answer. Yeah. So 1 mark given to part 4 of the question 2 if the student has attempt this part. I don't know why they have given attempt marks, but anyway, it's going to be 1 mark for that. Right? So this is the answer for the 4th. Yeah, people, is it clear? Okay, so I'm going to end the session from this point. So even though we are having some parts of this paper to be discussed, first we are going to finish the 2019 paper as we discussed at the very first time of this session. So ලබන සතියේ මතක තියාගන්න 2019 මේ paper එක අපි කරන්නේ ලෑස්ති වෙන්න පන්තියේදී මේ class time එකේ තමයි අපි paper එක try කරන්නේ. Right? So get ready and I'll meet you on next Saturday, not next Sunday, sorry, right? For the same time. All right, people, so I'm going to end the session. Yes, baby. I'm going to end the session. Thank you very much and have a nice weekend, right? I will see you on next week with the 2019 paper, which we are going to try, right? Okay, people, have a nice weekend and get ready. You got only 3 weeks, not 3 weeks, actually 4 weeks for your exam, right? Okay, thank you very much, people.